Welcome back to another episode of Transfer Talk, the show where we put silly season under the microscope and discuss the latest news and headlines. Let's get into it. We kick things off in the Midlands with Aston Villa, who have reportedly held talks over a move for Marseille midfielder Boubacar Kamara, according to the Daily Mail. Head coach Steven Gerrard was recently spotted in France alongside sporting director Johan Lang and chief executive Christian Purslow in what was supposedly a scouting mission for the 22-year-old midfielder. Kamara joined the Ligue 1 side in 2018 and has become a mainstay in the middle of the park for the French outfit, racking up 32 appearances for the side this season, the fourth highest in the squad. No current midfielder in the Villa squad has made as many appearances for the club this campaign. The Brazilian will be available as a free agent in the summer, something that makes him an attractive option alongside the fact he is already a solid operator, completing 2.1 tackles and 1.3 interceptions per 90, which would put him second behind only John McGinn, whilst completing more average passes per game at a higher percentage than any other player within Gerrard's current squad. Per the report, Kamara's entourage have asked for a salary of around £150,000 per week, which would put him joint top of the Villa wage bill, alongside compatriot Felipe Coutinho, who is expected to make his switch to the Birmingham-based club permanently this summer. With Villa having also touted Brighton's Bissouma as another potential target, the Brazilian midfielder could prove to be the cheaper alternative, with Graham Potter's side demanding close to £40 million for his services. But we want to know if Kamara would be a more practical choice. Let us know in the comments below. Switching over to North London, where according to the Daily Mail, Arsenal could be set to lose Eddie Nketiah to cross-city rivals West Ham in the summer window. The Gunners Academy graduate has been linked with a whole host of clubs over the course of this season, with his contract set to expire in just a couple of months' time. The North London side are said to be looking to try and convince him to stay at the Emirates though. Arteta was recently quoted saying he is adored by the supporters, following their recent victory over Leeds, a game which saw Nketiah score 2 vital goals as the side pushes to qualify for the Champions League ahead of the next campaign. Given the Gunners are also set to lose out on Lacazette this summer, Arsenal's front line begins to look thin when it comes to the squad depth. The club are already on the market looking for another forward to cover for the departure of the Frenchman, as well as Aubameyang, who left the club in January earlier in the year. Nketiah is said to be considering his options should he not receive the assured game time that he desires in 22-23. With his uncertain future, the Hammers are on high alert, with the report suggesting that David Moyes is keen on the 22-year-old. The Scottish coach is said to be keen to add goals to his side, having also kept an eye on Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins, who could set the Irons back around £50 million per The Guardian. Having scored 4 goals in his last 4 games, Nketiah has shown that with regular minutes, he can step up when needed. Should he depart the Emirates this summer though, where do you guys think he'll head? West Ham or another place? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of Arsenal, they have been linked with the potential signing of Everton's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, if the reports from the Daily Mail are to be believed. The English striker has had quite a tough campaign in 21-22, having battled back from a fractured toe injury that saw him miss 16 games earlier in the year, paired alongside Everton's general struggles as a squad, which has seen them slide into the relegation battle. However, when fully fit and firing, Calvert-Lewin has showcased that he is quite the capable goal scorer, netting 21 goals and registering 5 assists in the 2021 season from 39 appearances. According to the report, the Gunners have been scouting the England international for over 12 months, with Mikel Arteta said to be keen on the Toffees forward, although it could be a very costly move if they wanted to bring him to North London. The Mail reported back in March of this year that Arsenal had been quoted a cost of £60 million from Everton should they wish to sign him. Despite scoring just 3 goals from 13 appearances, Calvert-Lewin has shown previously that he has the ability to provide as a forward, which is something that Arteta's side are in need of, given their current highest scorer in the Premier League this season is Bukayo Saka on 11 goals, with only one other player in Smith Rowe having achieved double figures for goals this campaign. But what do you guys think? Is Calvert-Lewin the right man to lead the line for Arsenal? Join the debate with a comment down below. Heading over to the other side of North London, Tottenham Hotspur could be fending off interest from Barcelona for Sergio Reguilon. The Spanish left-back joined Spurs from Barca's bitter rivals, Real Madrid, in the summer of 2020 for a fee of £27.5 million, with a buyback clause in place for Los Blancos. Reguilon has been a regular for Conte's side since joining the club, having made 26 appearances in the Premier League this season. However, as of late, it seems that he has fallen down the pecking order, having not made an appearance in any of the last 3 games and being left out of the squad in 2 of those matches. With his deal running until 2025, the Spaniard still has a significant amount of time on his contract, although a recent report from the Football Insider has stated that Conte is not sold on the fullback and has instructed the club to listen to any potential offers for his services. Barca are still heavily reliant on long-time left-back Jordi Alba, who has been in fine form, having contributed to 15 goals for the Blaugrana this season, one of his better campaigns in recent memory. However, at the age of 33, the Catalans are looking to the future and see the 25-year-old as a potential solution. It is worth noting that the deal could prove to be a difficult one to pull off. As mentioned previously, Real do still have a buyback clause, as well as Barcelona still having financial difficulties. Xavi's side are struggling to find the resources to register other incomings, whilst they also attempt to sell players in order to make room. Given that Conte has seemingly shown he is not interested in keeping the Spanish international, could we see Reguilon join the most bitter rivals of his boyhood club? We now switch to Stamford Bridge, where according to Sky Sports, RB Leipzig attacker Christopher Nkunku has been linked with a move to Chelsea. According to the report, the Blues are said to be looking to improve their attack this summer, with Manchester United also eager to possibly hijack the move for the Frenchman. Nkunku has been in fine form for Leipzig this season, having notched over 50 goal involvements in all competitions, firmly establishing himself as one of the best emerging talents in Europe. With just 2 years remaining on his deal, the prospect of cashing in could be tempting for the Bundesliga outfit. A report from the Mirror in March stated that they would not rule out a potential sale of their star man, should a considerable offer be made, with a suggested figure of at least £50 million being suggested. Given the possibility of new owners at Stamford Bridge being able to invest in the squad in the summer window, they may look to make a statement to the fans, with Nkunku being a potential headlining move for the new regime. Having enjoyed a rapid rise this season, could Nkunku carry on his rich form in Chelsea? Is he the right man for the Blues, or would it end like Timo Werner? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on to our headlining story, and the end of the Erling Haaland transfer saga has finally arrived, with the Norwegian joining Manchester City following the Sky Blues paying his release clause. The soon-to-be former Dortmund striker will join Pep's side in the summer, with a report from David Ornstein of The Athletic stating that Real Madrid were the only other club in the chase for the signature of Haaland. However, a further report from Marca stated that the Spanish outfit decided against the signing for a number of reasons, including the potential financial burden, doubts over his injury record, and the impact he could have on the current playing styles of Benzema and Vinicius Jr. According to The Athletic, Haaland has signed a contract with the Sky Blues until 2027, which will see him earn £375,000 per week, the same as Kevin De Bruyne, who is the highest paid player in the squad. The reigning Premier League champions are said to have paid closer to €60 million, as opposed to the reported €75 million release clause that was initially suggested. But what are your expectations of Haaland in the Premier League next season? It's scary just thinking about it, to be honest. Let me know down below. So that was this week's episode of Transfer Talk. Have we missed out any other rumours? If we have, then get them down below and we will try to reply to them. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more Football Daily content, click on screen right now. And as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.